Hello, and thank you for joining us for the debut of this very exciting new chiropractic assessment and treatment protocol, the DynaSense Posture Solution. I'm Lori Belanger, and I'd like to introduce Dr. Lori Yarrow, Director of Marketing Strategy and Education at the Orthotic Group, and Dr. David Fletcher, Chairman and Chief Clinical Officer at Chiropractic Leadership Alliance. Welcome to you both.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Let's begin with the central issue of posture. Many children are told sit up, stand up straight, and it turns out that posture really does have an effect on our overall health.
Poor posture is an epidemic in our society. We sit in chairs that induce slouching. We spend hours in front of a computer, looking down at our smartphones. We walk on hard, flat surfaces, often in inappropriate footwear, and a large part of our population has a sedentary lifestyle.
So posture has long been a focus of healthcare providers. How does the DynaSense Posture Solution build on those traditional assessments?
Traditionally, as we said, it's really been an observable trait to look at posture, but the DynaSense assessment really looks at the inside story that's going on. This is the exciting next step, and we really see this as a turning point to see how patients are really holding on to the stress that could shorten their muscles, could lock their joints, and in a very troubling way could begin to put too much tension into the actual nervous system itself.
So what is the solution component of the DynaSense Posture Solution?
The solution is the DynaFlange custom orthotic. This is a patented device that features this unique flange. What the flange does is it adapts to each individual and each step that an individual takes, and it introduces elastic energy into their body with every step.
Each time that a person is able to have this wonderful flange put into their shoe, it means that there's this compressive force that helps the body feel the ground a little better, and more importantly, as they lift their foot off in the gait cycle, it means that they actually get what we call propulsion. And this energy, the elastic energy that you described, this energy is then spread out through the whole system, and it really begins to unlock those old unhealthy habits.
Which is interesting because probably most people think of it as a physical, posture being a physical thing, not a neurological thing.
That's right.
You know, it's interesting because posture really is the body's image as to how it's best protecting itself in this wonderful environment we call gravity. And so if it has had these stuck habits, these stuck patterns going on, it naturally is going to try and protect itself and pull certain muscle groups. And so we literally can see the spine changing and twisting and turning. And this means that as we start to put a DynaFlange in place, it literally begins to unwind a stuck system.
So Dr. Fletcher, then would you mind walking us through the actual DynaSense assessment?
The DynaSense assessment was designed specifically so that either a clinician or a trained staff member could collect the data in under 2 minutes. It begins with a patient standing on the gait scan, which is a really wonderfully designed, engineered pressure plate by the Orthotic Group that gives us intricate data on exactly how much sway, how much balance is being used in that standing posture. As they're doing that, we can then run sensors along the spinal muscles, which give us really critical data as to how much energy those muscles are using to manage this sway and standing. And that is done by what is known as a surface electromyograph. It's a non-invasive procedure that allows us to look at how much energy flows through those muscles during this activity. And since the patient will be prescribed either a custom DynaFlange or an alternative custom orthotic, we finish the DynaSense assessment by having the patient walk across the gait scan. This gives the clinician and the lab the critical data required to craft the ideal orthotic. In under 2 minutes, we can actually create a graph which shows us where and how deeply the changes are occurring in the muscles and in the posture and the balance of that person.
Dr. Yarrow, you have vast experience on the front line of chiropractic care. What impact on patient outcomes do you anticipate with the DynaSense protocol?
Well, ultimately, for all of our patients, we want them to be able to maintain that feeling of energy and freedom and good alignment, proper posture that they have when they walk out of our offices. The challenge is what happens in the outside world between office visits, which is why the DynaFlange solution is so ideal, because by using this in their shoe, they can continue to experience that proper alignment, that feeling of more energy, that proper posture that feels very natural to them for longer periods of time.
We really feel the effects of stress when it settles in, and we have this sort of saying that says, stress stains the nervous system. And some stains like we have on carpets or otherwise are really hard to get out. And some of those stresses that cause a person to be unhealthy are really deeply embedded. That's why it's so important to, have strategies like the DynaFlange that keep decompressing the spine, that keep decompressing the tension on the system. And that's why every day you wear this, every step you take, it really is talking about really helping not only the way that the body feels, but actually taking tension out of the spine and the nervous system.
And to teach our bodies to relearn.
And it's about relearning, yeah. And one of the most exciting parts about it is we don't have to think about it. It's just sitting in the shoe, doing what it was designed to do at all times. Without you ever thinking about it, it really is this, what we call passive improvement. And that's the exciting part. Can you imagine how easy it is to have a wellness strategy and not have to actually do much more than put it in your shoe?
Well, and it's a perfect solution for us humans who often don't do the things that we're supposed to do.
Exactly.
Thank you both so much for sharing this extraordinary new approach to patient assessment and care with us. If you'd like to learn more about the DynaSense posture solution, you can call the number on your screen, or you can send us an email at info@mydynasense.com. And thank you for watching.